Cool. So thank you guys so much for joining Sunday Smiles. My name is Rosie, and I am a friend of Greta's. I've known Greta for about 5 years now, which is crazy. I feel like I met her yesterday, but the first time I ever chatted with her, I actually interviewed her to work for my company. And by the end of the call, I thought to myself, we're going to be best friends. So I am very grateful that the universe brought us together. I live in Brooklyn, New York, and she lives in Minneapolis. So the odds are just kind of crazy. And I just always felt that we were meant to be in each other's lives. But yeah, Greta has not only been a dear friend of mine, but she has also helped me navigate through life in many difficult situations, and also has been a spiritual mentor to me in so many ways. And she is also who introduced Kundalini to me. So she asked me today, and I'm so honored to be here to share with you guys my morning and daily practice that I have kind of evolved and that has worked really well for me. And maybe you guys might be able to pick up bits and pieces that might work for you, or that you might be able to integrate into your life. So this is totally my experience, and I hope it's helpful in some sort of way. But don't feel like this is like the how to, or something, or how you should integrate into your life. So take what resonates and leave the rest. But yeah, so Greta introduced Kundalini to me right after she did her teacher training about 3 years ago. We were on a lake trip in Wisconsin, and I had done my 200-hour of vinyasa yoga training, and had been developing my own meditation practice of normally just sitting in stillness and repeating a mantra. And that was going pretty well, but I felt like there's still a part of me was like, this isn't it. Or it worked sometimes, or it helped to calm my anxious, and I have a very overactive kind of like detective mind. I'm sure some of you might be able to relate, but like that mind where you run into the rabbit hole. So I was sitting and I was meditating, but I was still like, wait, I just sat there for 20 minutes and I just thought anxiously, and I would leave my meditations not even as calm, or not even more calm at the end of it. So I was like, there's got to be something else out there. So Greta and I did about 30 minutes of Kundalini at this lake house together, just one-on-one. And we were doing crazy mantras and moving our hands in all different sorts of motions. And it was like, this is so weird, but I'm just going to go with it. And at the end, we like laid down and found stillness and laid in Savasana. And Greta said, okay, now just breathe and feel God, feel a higher power, feel something bigger than you. And in that moment, I just completely started crying and shedding tears, because I felt this huge sense of relief that I had never really felt before. And it was this kind of aha moment where I was like, oh, I got it. This feeling that I just created, I created that. That higher power is within me. And I have the ability to cultivate that energy, that feeling of calmness, and by doing these sets, by doing these kriyas, you are able to kind of shed all of the chatter, and kind of through all the cobwebs, and underneath all of that Kundalini helps you unravel is your higher self. And that was really special, and I always go back to that moment. And I think it's different for everyone of how they can kind of develop that Kundalini practice. Artemi, my partner, did Kundalini once. I introduced it to him, and he was like, this is amazing, let's do it all the time. But for me, it wasn't really like that. I was like, wow, this is incredible, but how do I integrate this into my life? I don't have an hour every single day to practice, or it felt, I was a little overwhelmed at first. So I started going to class every once in a while, doing, a practice once a week. But it really wasn't until a few months ago when I went on a retreat with Greta and we practice every morning for an hour together, which I love doing, just such a special energy to be able to practice with other people in person. And she was like, why don't you just try three kriyas and try doing that every single morning for like 10 minutes and pick three things that really just make you feel good and that you really resonate with and you want to do, that you're drawn to. And I was like, okay, let's try it. So for a few months now, I've been doing these three kriyas, and it is just such a grounding energy into my day. I am one of those people who never really had a morning routine. For most of my life, I never even woke up and made my bed. I just went straight into my day. I was like, go, go, go. I got to get it all done. Just rushing, rushing, rushing. And I have seen such a shift in my day and my mood. And by integrating these three sets, which take only 10 minutes, and it makes such a big impact because it gives me a moment to ground down and cultivate my own energy instead of, as an empath, pick up on all the other energy. And especially living in New York, that just felt like it was getting stuck on me and I was being really, really weighed down. So, yeah, this is my kind of 10-minute practice, and we'll go through it, and then we'll journal a little bit together. So I think everybody here has tuned in with Greta before. But something that, when I first started practicing, I was like, can I just skip this tuning in part? Like, I don't know what it means. Like, I didn't really understand the purpose until I looked up the translation of what it means. And Om Namo Gurudev Namo translates to, I bow to the infinite, I bow to the teacher within. And once I really learned about that and the reason behind tuning in, which is helping your body, your mind, and your spirit all connect, this is really your first meditation and your first opportunity to ground down. So instead of overthinking or really thinking about what the words mean, take a moment to feel what it feels like in your body and to hear the sounds, and to feel the vibrations in your chest. So let's rub our hands together, create a little bit of heat. Gently close your eyes if you feel comfortable, and breathe in through your nose. Deeply inhale and exhale. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, let it go. One more time, inhale to tune in. Oh, oh, Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev. Inhale, sit up tall. Imagine bright healing light all around you. Relax the part of the body that doesn't need to hold on to anything containing stress. And exhale, let it go. Just take a body scan and notice how your body feels after just doing that one mantra. And then we'll do the mantra of protection. Inhale deeply. Ajude name, Jugadude name, Satgude name, Sigrude name. Adude name, Jugadude name, Satgude name, Sigrude name. Adude name, Jugadude name, Satgude name, Sigrude name. Inhale. And exhale. Nice. So we use that to just be able to, like I said, tune into our higher selves, and also to put a protective shield over ourselves, because when you're tuning in, when you're cultivating this energy, we really want to make sure we're bringing in the good energy and the good vibrations and keeping out the negative. Cool. So we're going to start with the addiction meditation. I'm sure you've heard Greta talk about it before, but it is said in Kundalini to be one of the most powerful meditations. You know, when I first started doing it, I was like, I'm not addicted to anything. I'm not addicted to alcohol or shopping. Then, you know, that you start kind of doing the meditation, you're like, yep, okay. You kind of get these downloads of what you could be addicted to, and then noticing that they can just fall away. So for me, it was addictive thought patterns and overthinking. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull our fingers in toward the pads, do a thumbs up with your thumbs, and then you're going to put them into your temples. We're gonna bite down with our molars very softly, not hard. We don't want to break any teeth or grind down our molars. But when we do this, we're gonna say the mantra in our head silently, sa, ta, na, ma. And what this does is that it's going to, underneath your thumbs, you're going to feel this kind of like little pulsing, kind of like a massage underneath your thumbs. And you're gonna be massaging your pineal and pituitary glands. And according to yogic science, that is where a lot of our addictions are stored. So we're literally massaging our mind when we are doing this meditation. And the biggest thing for me about Kundalini is that it's so experiential. So sometimes it's not even about explaining it, it's just like doing it and seeing how you feel afterwards and doing it and during it. So we're gonna do this for 3 minutes. And I will pull you out of it. Ready? So gently close your eyes. Breathe deeply. And then bite down. Sa, sa, na, na. Let your shoulder blades roll down the back of your spine. Soft face. This meditation is allowing you to shed your old self, connect with the truest, highest version of you. literally reprogramming your subconscious mind. Keep going. You're doing great. Seconds. Okay, and inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, gently lower your hands into your lap, and then just take a couple of breaths naturally. Good job, you guys. Okay, we're gonna do a few cat-cows. So we're gonna set up in a tabletop position. Your hands are underneath your shoulders and your knees are underneath your hips. And just like you might have done in yoga before, you're gonna inhale cow, shine your chest forward, tilt your pelvis bone behind you, and then exhale, press your shoulder blades away, drop your head, tuck your chin, and scoop your navel under. Inhale cow, exhale cat, just like that. And on the inhale, you're chanting stop in your head, and on your exhale, you're chanting Nam. And I love this one, especially in the morning, but if you do anything every single day, to me, this is one of the most important because you're waking up your spine and getting things moving around in your organs. So just go ahead, just like that. You guys are on the clock. Inhale, set. Exhale, Nam. Which translates to I am truth, truth is my essence. This one's so good, you guys. If you're Okay, inhale cow. Exhale cat. Inhale tabletop position. And then make your knees really wide, toes to touch, going to a child's pose, palms touching overhead. Let your forehead melt into the mat and use this as an opportunity to set an intention for the week ahead, or if you're practicing in the morning for your day. They say meditation is a time for you to listen to what the universe is trying to tell you, and that saying a prayer or saying an intention is speaking out into existence of what you want to manifest, of what you want to cultivate. So after moving around some energy, this is such a perfect time to just say a few words for yourself. All right, let's come back to a seated, cross-legged pose slowly. And then we're going to do our last set or our last kriya. So this is the ego eradicator. It's one of my favorites to end with, especially in the morning, because it's definitely going to give you a boost of energy. It's definitely very uplifting because we are going to cultivate the breath of fire. So we're going to do a thumbs up. So tuck your fingers into your palms and do a thumbs up. And the thumbs up mudra literally means, I looked this up today, it is directly symbol into your ego. So we're gonna do 2 thumbs up, and then your arms are overhead, your shoulders are plugged down, and then you're not gonna see my thumbs on the screen, but they're gonna be overhead about 45 degrees, thumbs facing together. And then we are going to pump our navel in and out through our nose. So it's, and you really want to focus on your in breath because the out breath comes naturally, but it's equal pumping in and out. So this one's really going to heat you up. It's really going to fire you up. And this one helps to basically shed your ego. And underneath that is your true higher self. So hopefully you're going to feel really great after this one. All right, 3 minutes again. You guys are on the clock. Go. And in your head, chant Satnam, 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 Satnam. This is definitely an arm workout. So if you need to let yourself rest for a second, that's totally fine, but let yourself get uncomfortable if possible. Let yourself relax where you can and keep pushing through. In these moments in smoothie, you're pushing through these moments of uncomfortableness. So when discomfort comes up in life, it might not feel so bad. This kriya helps us to purify our bodies and our minds of negative self-talk and really cultivate our true essence and bringing that into your heart state, that feeling of calm, feeling of love. Great. Growing up. Keep up and you'll be kept up. Focus on your breath. Focus on that pumping. Equal inhale, equal exhale. Seconds, we're almost there. You guys got this. Keep going. All right, deep inhale. Bring your arms high into the sky. Bring your thumbs to touch, fingers pointing up, shoulders plugged down. Hold your breath. Exhale. Deep inhale, reach up, sit up tall, tuck your chin. Exhale, let it go. One more. Deepest breath of your day. White healing light all around you. Feel this moment of peace and bliss. Exhale, slowly imagine you're drawing your aura, your protection field all around you. And then let your fingers gently touch the ground and let yourself bask in this moment of stillness. Breathe naturally and fully. Amazing. Great job, you guys. Okay, we're gonna do just a couple yoga, a couple prompts, and I know we are going over a little bit, so I want to be mindful of your time, and then I'll get you guys out of here. Okay, so just quickly, how do you feel in your body after practicing Kundalini for 10 minutes? How does your body feel? How does your mind feel? And sometimes a lot of things can come up too. So if it's not necessarily a feeling of calm and peace, that's absolutely okay. Kundalini allows your body to feel how it's truly feeling after you've shed through all of those layers. Okay, and we're just gonna go through these. So even if you don't finish them right now, you can go through them later. But what kind of self-care do you naturally gravitate towards? So before Kundalini, I was trying to like force different things for myself that weren't necessarily working, like journaling. And just because I thought like, oh, that's what everyone's doing. Everybody swears by their journaling. And I love doing it in group sessions, but every single day it wasn't necessarily working for me. So things that I naturally gravitate towards are, quick 10 minutes of Kundalini, a glass of hot lemon water in the morning, a 10-minute walk with my dog without my phone, going to concerts where I can even just dance and release energy around people because I'm really extroverted. So what kinds of self-care do you naturally gravitate towards? And then what are 3 small things in the morning that you could do that flow naturally to you specifically to help you ground yourself for the day? So my routine has been hot glass of lemon water, a walk with my dog, Kundalini, and that's it. Just keeping it really short and sweet. So not trying to overcomplicate things and keeping it really unique for what works for me. What are 3 things that you can do in the morning to ground yourself? Okay. And last thing, what is your intention for the week? And when you do your Kundalini practice, or try to do your Kundalini practice this week, or when you take a few moments for yourself, I invite you to call in this intention every single time, because repetition absolutely helps and routine absolutely helps. So what is your intention? And I encourage you to, especially like right after cat cow and taking that moment in child's pose, to cultivate that intention. Okay. I want to be mindful of your time, so let's tune out really quickly. Make sure that you guys, at the end of every practice, say Satnam 3 times, even if it's super, super quick, to make sure to just kind of like close off your energy a little bit, and then you can go through about your day. All right, rub your hands together, breathe in deeply. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Nam. Thank you guys so, so much for joining today. I also love to listen to the Sunshine song after we practice. I'm going to drop my playlist that I use in the chat, because it's really also helpful. I'm definitely a big music person, to have those songs to play along. So here you guys go. And I hope to see you guys at other Sunday Smile sessions. Thank you so much for joining. I hope some of this resonates. Again, take what resonates for you, leave what doesn't. And I'm so glad that you guys are here and, experimenting with Kundalini. And if you haven't already, definitely make sure you check out Greta's Radiance Retreat. It looks absolutely amazing. Retreat energy is so special, and that space is just such a, great opportunity to manifest things in your life, and also just to take care of yourself. So definitely check that out. It's February 11th and 12th. I wish I could be there. I'm gonna also be on another retreat. So thank you guys so much. I hope you have an amazing week, and I hope to see you guys again here soon. Take care. Bye, guys.